What is going on? What is going on? Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing some dev streaming tonight. I told you I'm going to be doing a lot of them, so get ready. Just give me 1 minute to get set up. All right. All right, so I'm gonna work on a few things tonight. I might just do some gameplay, see if I can find some bugs. But before I do that, I'm gonna fix something really quick. Yeah, we will. We'll get some viewers in here. It's just a matter of time. And I'm not saying that to be like cocky about it. I mean, I hope we get viewers, but I mean, there are people that are on my YouTube channel that I think would come over if they, you know, if they were paying attention. All right, well, I guess I can get started. Let me just fix my camera. And then we'll get rolling. All right. Actually, I might move it back over here because I want to be more towards the left. There we go. All right, cool. Well, welcome back, Tom. You're the guy that's been coming a lot, so I appreciate it. And we'll get people here. I mean, it's just a matter of time. But I was working on the delay of game earlier today, and I think I have it working now, where it's not having any issues, because there was a weird issue that was happening with the when it would do a delay of game, the kick arrow and all those things weren't really working right. So I think I got that working right now. So I'm ready to roll out. Before I start, I'm going to just check in my work. Let me just check in my work real quick, because I want to make sure that I can separate the code out. It's good to check in your code as often as you can. So the bug was, it's basically the way my phases work. So I have like different phases, like, you know, like pre-snap, lining up, snap. And what was happening was, if the play clock was down to 0, if I could go into a punt and if the play clock goes down to 0, then what happens in the punt, typically what happens in the punt sequence is that everybody lines up at the line of scrimmage, and then after they line up, then the punter turns into the punter hike mode, and then the arrow starts to go left and right, where you can, basically where you can shoot your point your, what am I saying, where you can aim where you can aim your kick, right? So the arrow starts going, and what was happening was, a few things were happening that needed to be cleaned up, but the main thing is that the arrow, what would happen is if the play clock would end before the arrow would come up and he went into the punter hike state, then he would still go after the play clock went to 0 and you got to delay a game. He would still go into the punter hike state, and the arrow would be created, and then it would show up, and it would not go away because what it should be doing is killing the arrow and changing everyone's state to be like an idle state. So what was happening is it was just overriding that, and it was actually creating the arrow twice. So it would create it the first time. It would actually either not create it at all and then create it afterward, or create it the first time, get deleted by the penalty clock, and then come right back because it would still go into that state. So I had to figure out where that was happening, and I had to add in a new piece of code that once I want the phases to stop, I don't want them to keep going. And what was happening is the phase was moving to the next phase in the game from lining up to pre-snap, and then pre-snap was causing the guy to go into the hike mode. So I don't know if you followed all that, but it's hard to explain too. I think I fixed the delay of game stopping states issue. Push that to the repo, and then where was that? Where's that timer? Oh, I think it's in chat. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. Had to kill the punt aim animation on game clock timeout. Had to kill the punt aim animation. Right. Basically, that's what I had to do, but there were issues that were causing it to not be killed. Right. So yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and play some here. I don't think I have anything else that was pending. I mean, I have plenty of things that need to get done, but, you know, talking about recent things. Let me look here. Yeah, I'm just gonna play. I'm gonna play for now and see where that takes me, because, like I said, I just need to get this moving, and I want to get. Really, what I want to do is I want to work on the trailer this week. I've been saying that forever, but I keep finding bugs. So what I want to do is I want to get some gameplay footage, and I'm gonna start doing that tomorrow morning. And I don't think I can stream that unless I record while I stream. We'll see how that works, because I'm gonna need to basically record. I can probably record while I stream. I just don't know how that's gonna work, but we'll see. I need to record some gameplay for a video I was doing, and I also need to record gameplay for my trailer. And while I'm recording the gameplay, I also, I'll be Buffalo. Let's see if we can plan a different field. Yeah, I don't want to do snow. I want to do like, let's just do clear skies. Let's do grass. Let's do 3-minute quarters, just so I can see all of the different quarters, you know, and make sure the game progresses all the way through. And then, I mean, we could do this matchup. That works. Yeah, we need to get some viewers in here. I mean, I'm not sure, you know, I'm not sure. I keep hearing this yelling at me. I'm not sure, you know, how long it's going to take. Why did it not go to, hold on. I changed it to regular grass, but I don't think the game's working perfectly. Like when you go in and out like that, like I went to exhibition, came back out, and then went back into exhibition. I think that's not working perfectly yet. But that's not a big deal. Okay, so let's try that again. Let me go to settings, make sure that, okay, that's right. And then exhibition, just randomize it. Whoever I get, I get. But yeah, I'm really gonna try to up my, oh, I know why this is happening. That's happening because I have it set up in the room. So I was playing around with these layers because I was trying to set up my streams with that background on the bottom down here, that background you see right there. And I was turning these on. They all need to be off because these turn on based on the settings. So that's what that's about. All right, so at least that wasn't a bug. That's good. All right. My Buffalo Bills color changed because I had to rebuild my teams and I had a custom color. I don't know if I saved it or not, but may not have. And all my music's turned off too, so I think I turned off all the sound for some reason. Like I can't hear the sound in the game. I could hear the sound effects, but the music's not on. So I'm gonna go ahead and return it. So Tom, you follow me from YouTube or you just caught me on here? One thing I need to do is add a way to do a touchback. Oh, almost broke that. One thing I want to do is add a way to have a touchback, but you know, that's a lot of, I mean, that's just more coding. Oh, I didn't change the play clock. Sorry. I gotta fix this for a second. Hold on. Can't do it without the play clock running, right? So I set the play clock to 15 seconds. Needs to be 40. And that should take care of that. Just double check, make sure I didn't have anything stupid laying around from the delay of game stuff I was working on. I could probably get rid of all this now. I don't need this. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good, so let's roll. Oh, okay. So you're part of the SFL team. Thanks for the support, man. I hope you're enjoying everything. Hope you're enjoying the editor, man. The editor was a lot of work, and I'm proud of it. And I'm gonna be doing that series, the modding series. So watch out for that. All right, let's get some game going. I'm gonna return it again. Return middle. A lot of the work in this game, yeah. I mean, the video is really the beginning. The video is like learning, if you can learn the math and how hexadecimal is, how it relates back to binary and decimal, and just how to read that chart, then you're basically just, ooh. I missed it. You're one step ahead. You need to have that foundation, and it'll make more sense as I do more videos. So I'll be doing more of those as I go. See, here's the running game. So I got a good run going here, but see, can't get around. One thing I really want to have are moves in the game, you know? I'm gonna have to work on the sound a little bit because I'm not hearing any music. I barely hear any sound, so I don't know. I want to put some more sound in as I'm playing while I'm streaming. Oof, just barely caught that. I did a lot of work on the defenders. So the defenders should be able to block those passes, and yeah, they can intercept too. A one-time speed boost would be cool. Oh, you mean like just, yeah. That's a cool idea. Yeah, just push a button and he gets like a small little boost. Block, man. See, the blockers are not running upfield like they should. I think it's because I'm behind the line of scrimmage still. I'm gonna have to look at that at some point. But you see, that dude should have been blocking, and I don't know why he's not. But I'm gonna be streaming like every day, so I hope to just somehow, attract more people to the channel. and get people excited about my game. I mean, I love this game. I mean, I love football games. I'm a fan of them. Obviously, it's not a 3D game, and people, there are people out there who aren't even gonna consider the game. But I mean, that's not gonna stop me from making it. I think it's gonna be cool. I just need to keep working hard on it, and I've put a lot of work, and I spent a lot of time, and I've also taken breaks in between. But ooh, go 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 baby go baby go go go. Ooh, you see how the defenders were speeding up? The defenders speed up because I have it kind of like Tecmo Bowl, where as they keep running at the same angle, like around the same angle, they'll keep going faster and faster and faster. But then I think they hit a max limit. They can't just keep running fast forever, but I forget. But as soon as they change far enough of an angle, let's say they're going this way, and if they go too far to the right or left, then I gotta hurry up. I forgot about the penalties, because I never had them until basically yesterday, the delay of game penalty. And I got it because, see, somebody blocked the play there. That was cool. I don't know why I'm not getting the volume that I want to get. Let me see. Man, I don't even hear the crowd. So I'm wondering. See, when you have a fast runner like that, you can do that kind of a move I just did. Okay. So I hear the volume, but I don't know why it's so low for the game. It's weird. Weird. I don't know. It's low for me. I don't know if you can hear it or not. But I'll work on that. So cool, so I got a touchdown. These are really hard. I've shortened the arrow. See, the arrow doesn't go as far as it used to, left and right. Yes, I made that. Man, you don't know how hard it is. So hard to make field goals right now. Yeah, the soundtrack is just games I have. I mean, music I have playing in the background, but the actual game has music too. I have the music turned off, I think. I mean, it's not playing, so I'm assuming I turned it off, but then I'm not really hearing sound effects. So I'm not sure why. Let me just double check something real quick, 'cause now I'm curious. I think it's gonna be my audio controller. This is where I do all my sound. Oh. Well, this is set to, but if I press F3, I set it to 0.5. Is it because I have this low? It shouldn't matter. Because that's playing. I mean, the music's playing, you know? So that's weird. Oh, mute. Mute is true. Oh, okay. I just see, that's what that is. I just added a brand new. I see. Mute. I figured it out. So I added this mute flag because I was trying to make videos and I didn't want the music playing, but then nothing is playing, the crowd or nothing, anything. So now I'm gonna stop the game and restart it because I want to just hear at least some music. I want to hear what it sounds like. Maybe it's gonna be too loud, but play around with it for the stream. See, I can hear it now, but let me see. Hold on. Let me turn off this music. There we go. Okay, I can hear it now. There we go. Hopefully you can hear it now. Alright, let me check out the... This guy should not be he should be blacklisted. No. This dude. Blacklist. Yeah. I don't want my bots to be in there. Alright. So the music's playing, you should be able to hear it now. Hopefully it's not too loud though, because maybe it's too loud. Anyways, whatever. It's not like there's a lot of people in here, but for whoever's here, enjoy the music. My musician that did this work, he decided to bail. He didn't want to do it anymore. He was he really didn't do a lot of tracks. He was like trying to test out tracks for me. And he said he really didn't have the time on his schedule, so he had to bounce. So anyways, so I got some other guy I was trying to test out for music, and I need to find a musician that's not too expensive that's going to be able to help me with my music. But I was really liking the music that this guy was doing. I thought it was pretty good. Excuse me. So give me some suggestions if you have any. I mean, I have a lot to do. Okay, I think I'm picking random music right now when the play starts. So I want to play music when the play starts. I also want to play music in between like it's doing now. I don't know how much you can hear all that, but so I play like the intro coin, like the intro to the game music. One thing I wanted to do was have my artist create like planes. I can fly planes over. See, all you really do when you run is you just kind of run, you're just kind of running away from people. Like, and so that speed boost is a good idea. I mean, I have a juke move that really didn't look well on. I didn't put it in yet. I have a stiff arm move. I have a hurdle. Yeah, you see, I have a blimp right now. There's a blimp in the game. Let me see if I can find him. But you just see the shadow of the blimp. There he is right there, see? So I have the blimp in the game, but it's just the shadow. Oh. So I have the shadow of the blimp going around. That's the thing though with the planes, it's like the planes, I don't want to just do a shadow. I'd want to do like real planes that you can see. But actually when the intro's on, the intro, it's kind of high up in the air like this. It's actually more like this. So maybe the planes can fly over at this level. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Let me take a screenshot of that. There we go. So I want to get my developer to do some planes. I'm going to try to run my quarterback, but I'm not going to get far. See? I'm going to put a tweet out because no one's coming to this, and I want to make sure people know about it again. I don't know what's going on. So let's do a tweet. me get a delay of game. I'm doing a tweet right now. All right. So see, I just got to delay a game. So now I should have a penalty. If I go down, look at my stats. See, that's an error right there. That should not say that on the left. But see, I have one penalty. So that's working. See, this dude's fast. It's all about speed right now. This game's all about speed right now. And I don't want the game to just be about speed, right? I want it to be about more than that. So I'm gonna have to think about what I need to do. But I also got to get this game done. I have to, and when I say done, I mean have a plan. It can go on forever at the rate I'm going. So I need to find a way to make it work. Good pass. I'll take a dive there. Whoa, look at that. That's funny. So I'm going to write down a couple things I've noticed so far. I noticed that average field position was a weird issue. This is where I do all my dev notes. Average field position and issue. Dive and tackled and slid forever. Okay, back to the game. Let's hurry up before the play clock goes out. Oof, just beat it. See, I have the guys randomly dive like that and jump like that. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it happens, it's like, it's kind of annoying on those plays. So I might change that to not jump or dive on a play that's close to you, but I thought I had it like that. I think I do. Future me, if you're watching this, check it out, because I thought I had that. And I think I also fixed, in my last stream, I noticed that, or 2 streams ago, I noticed that I noticed this for a while, but the button, when you push like tackle or you push a button, they weren't as responsive as I would have wanted them to be. Like something was going on, like you push a button and sometimes they wouldn't tackle. So I think I fixed that. You see the blimp, how big it is now? So the blimp also, not only does it move around, but it also changes heights. So look how big it is there. I think it looks better the way it does that. That play clock is a new challenge now. I never had that before. And I mean, you're probably thinking play clock. Every game has a play clock, but that referee was just going into the crowd. So I need to limit. And the other thing right now is I control, the user right now is controlling how quick the plays are called. So I have to fix that too, where the computer, they pick, like, so they're going to get delayed of game because I took too long. So I'm in control of how fast they pick right now. So this all needs to be worked on at some point. Yeah, you suggested the delay of game. You see, I mean, that's the thing too that's good about these streams, is I'm going to be able to have people like you in the community suggest things, and it's going to motivate me to do it. You know? And sometimes I won't have the time to do it. Oof, good catch. Sometimes I won't have the time to do it, but I don't know, like I wouldn't have done the delay of game not this early. I knew I wanted to do it. I just didn't know how many penalties I wanted in the game. But because you suggested it, it became like a priority. I'm like, maybe I can knock it out. you know. So that's why I want to do these streams too, because I think it's going to be helpful. If I feel like I'm doing it for people, you know, I'm not just doing it like for myself. I kind of want to have some accountability there. Ooh, blocked. I blocked that on my own. So that was pretty cool. And the responsiveness was really good at that point. I don't know if you caught that. But I took control of the defender and I pushed the jump button. And I totally did that all on my own. So that was cool. That was cool to see. Oh no. Ah. So that play felt good too. I like when the CPU plays me hard. So anyways. All right. It's funny, it's saying wish list the game. And there's like just you and I think somebody else is in here. But you know, right now the game, like I mean, you're watching the game and you're seeing the game obviously, and you know you can see it, but you know you just wonder. Like the game needs fun, right? It needs a fun factor. Obviously, people want to see a season mode. I'm not going to be able to do a franchise mode. I'm going to try to shoot for a season mode. I'd love to do a story mode where you're a guy walking around, you know, and you're basically like playing on a team or something. So that was an example of the quarterback throwing it a little bit off target. Because up to now, they were up to like a week ago, they were always throwing it right at the receiver, right on target. So that's new. There's a lot of things that I've done on the defensive and offensive and special teams recently. I've been working really hard on gameplay to make the gameplay feel more natural and also give it more of a challenge. So you can strafe like this too if you want with the right trigger. And I'm playing with an Xbox 360 controller. I have a hardwire one just because I don't want any lag. But I'm going to eventually have at least co-op, you know, or 2-player, maybe up to 4 players, I don't know. But I'm going to have that in the game, and that's not going to be too hard to do. So I'm not worried about that being a priority at this moment. This guy's going down. Oh, we got blocked. Oh. One thing I can do also is I can make the blocking, like when you're getting blocked, I can make it more of a, let's see if this is working now, the average field position. See, that's working now. See, before the average field position was NAN because there was no value there. So I'm gonna have to fix that. Because typically this only comes up at halftime and at the end of the game, but I have a debug where I can see it at any time to make sure that the stats are going right, like if I want to track the stats. But typically you're not going to have an average field position of never done, like delay of game. So they should have 2 now, and I should have 1, and they do. So that's working. Stats are annoying too. Really annoying to work with. Oh. What do you mean by post game? Yes. Get him. No. All I have at the post game is this. Right now, you see the final game stats for the team. Now I'm collecting the player stats. I'm tracking them. I'm just not showing them anywhere yet because I haven't taken the time to build all of that, those rows and data and everything. I don't even have timeouts in the game, which timeouts I need to add in. So here's halftime. Here's what halftime looks like, and the camera pans around and you can see your stats, which is fine, right? I could see all the different stats. So right now it's 2 first downs to 2 first downs. It's 0-0. They have 32 passing yards and 5 or -9. They don't see the CPU's not rushing as well as, but I think that sack just hurt them. But total yards, I have 42.7. They have 22.7. But yeah, I mean, I definitely want to have some type of player of the game. I want to have also like an intro that shows you the stadium name and the weather. You know, at least the weather. I'd love to have wind in the game also. Oh yeah, right now I have like I have daytime, nighttime cycles. So it's the end of it's about right. It's end of halftime, and we're at about like 2:30 p.m. in the game. So that's good. The game started at, whoops, I just kicked that very short. And I just noticed that I have the ball cursor on, like the landing cursor where the ball goes, but that's more for debugging. I don't know if I'm going to keep that in the game or not. They're going to run it here for sure. Yeah, see, I knew that. They're not going anywhere running. They need to create some, I need to create some kind of moves. That's one thing that it's hard because you want to do everything. You know, you want to do it all. You want to be able to do the halftime show, replays. I'm not going to have replays. Replays would be really hard for me to do right now. To do a replay, you have to track every single player's, like everything about the player. One thing I want to look at are the stamina and the fatigue, because I just changed all of that. Because it really wasn't, it was draining too fast, I thought. So now if we look at the stamina, see they're depleted. The offensive line or defensive linemen are depleted. If I let this go, I think the ref goes all the way up there to get it in the stands. So I'm probably going to clamp the ball to hit like something and just fall. But since you follow the game, Tom, what do you think about the game? Like, what kind of games do you play, and what makes you like this? Do you like this game, or are you just trying to support me? What do you think? So I need some feedback. I love the customizations of it, man. Like that's something that on the surface you probably, like, people probably can't like notice it, but there's so much customization you can do right now, like every player, you know. And I fixed this punt return. It's still too easy to return punts, see? I have to work on that. He got me. But you know, it's still pretty easy to return the punts. Now the field flips basically right there. Oh, I'll show off some of the custom. I have a video on the customization. That's one thing that I've been thinking about, like for my YouTube channel, but on the looks of what's happening here, I don't think I'm going to do it. But I was thinking about I've always thought about like limiting my YouTube, like changing my YouTube channel to either a new one or just keeping mine and taking some videos down, or not doing anything and just making more videos. But I want people to, I want to find people that are excited about my game. Ooh, trying to get in. Good stop. So I want to find people that are excited about my game, and I would like for the people that come to my channel to want to see my game, right? I mean, the All Pro Football Editor is great, and it's something that it's more of like a hobby project. To be honest, that's not going to make a living for me. It's just not. Ooh, God, nice stop. 3rd and goal. But I really want this game to be successful. I mean, I'm doing this full time, and I've taken some time off. Like I took like 6 months off to do the editor. You've probably heard that before if you follow me. Oh man, it's good defense. I'm gonna have to kick a field goal. And you know, it feels pretty cool to play my own game. Like I could say I built this game, you know, and I've always wanted to build a game. Oof. Field goals aren't easy, but I'll take it. But like if you go to my YouTube channel right now, you're gonna see everything. You're gonna see the things I do for my hobby, the things I do for the game, the Legend Bowl game, just random videos about Madden or APF, and like I'm all over the place, you know, which is fine because maybe people follow me for me. I don't know. What do you think about that? I thought I'd have more viewers tonight because even though it's Sunday night, I know Sunday night's probably not the most free that people are, but I'm thinking, man, I'm gonna try to do as much streaming as I can. When I'm working on the game, I want to stream it unless I just really can't for some reason, but I'm gonna try to, and hopefully more people will come on, but I need to find, maybe there's better times to do it. I don't know. Yeah, right now I don't have a company name. I've thought about doing like an LLC for like a game company, but I haven't done it partly because I really don't need it right now. I don't even need it when I release the game, to be honest. Like legally, I don't need it. I'm basically a sole proprietor at this point. But an LLC, like not to be cheap about it, but every year there's money that you have to spend. You have to do your taxes a certain way, I think. I mean, I know, but if I'm not making any money, I don't know if it matters. So I'm going to have to worry about that. But oof, they didn't get it off in time. But yeah, if I start a new YouTube channel, it's just so hard, I think, to get going. I mean, look at this channel. I never used this channel ever. This is something I created back when I probably created my YouTube channel, and I never really used it. So it's pretty much dead. It's like starting over. And if you're starting over, get them, then I think it's going to take some time to get some traction. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep my normal channel, and who cares if it's called King Havo or not, you know? And then my plan is to just make better quality videos, and eventually those videos will be what you see when you come to my channel, you know? So it's not going to be so much of the hobby stuff, but more of the Legend Bowl, indie dev videos, things like that. I'm pretty happy. I mean, there really hasn't been many bugs. I mean, the game is playable. I'm playing a full game right now, so that feels pretty good with all the stuff that I've had to do to make it work over time, and I've improved it a lot. I really have. I want to get these working better though, because like I said, I think it's too easy to run for a touchdown. You see, I almost ran it back again, so I'm gonna have to work on that a little bit. Yeah, I have about 2,000 almost subscribers, so that's the thing about my YouTube channel. I don't want to, 2,000 is not a lot. Like, it's not like you're this big YouTube channel, but it still is a pretty good number. I mean, I know people that are in the dev community and they don't have anybody. They have like 20 people. I mean, look at me right now. I have I think I have like 39 people that are following me. I mean, I just started this really, but no one follows me. But what's weird is that you would think that YouTube followers would come over there, at least some. And that was kind of my thought process. Uh-oh, he's gonna take it. Oof. When you punt and kick field goals, is the trajectory relative to the player and arrow directly, or is it at an angle? Offset. No, I did a video on I think I did in my first stream. If you look at that, I know it's long. It's like 4 hours long, but it's relative to the player, like the holder and the player, right? So if the player, try to do it real quick. If the player is here and the holder is like right here and the arrow's over here, it's going to go based on the holder. Oh, look, it went to -1. So that was a problem. So I won the game 3-0. I gotta fix that though. The clock said -1. I think I just broke that before when I was playing around with the clock. So basically it's the angle between where the holder, the QB holding the ball for the field goal, where that ball is, and the arrow. And then same thing for a punt. It's based on your leg, where the ball comes off your leg to the I think the middle. I think it's the middle of the arrow. So that's the game. So let's take a look at the stats. So there were 2 first downs versus 3. I had 78 yards. They only had 18 yards. It's a defensive game though. They had 16 pass plays, only 3 rushing plays. I had 6 and 7. I had 2 punt returns. They had 0 punt returns. We each had 1 kick return. I had 111 punt return yards. Look at that. My average field position was 54.9 versus 29.7. And they had more penalties. So, whatever. So what do I want to look at? So yeah, a couple things. So first of all, the play clock. Put this music back on. The play clock was like -1, it showed. So if it's less than 0 equals 0, is between 0 or less than 0. Clock reset equals true. If clock reset equals true. Let's see, this is fine. It's up here though. This is where if it's halftime and this and this and this, no. Else if it's the end of the game, then switch to end game. Clock seconds is 0. Clock minutes is 0. Maybe there was a transition happening at that point. That's probably what was happening. So what I need to do is set the clock minutes and clock seconds to the minimum of 0. I gotta clamp it down. So I'll just do that at the bottom. So clock minutes equals maximum. Actually, no, clamp. I'll clamp it from clock minutes. I'll clamp it 0 to max whatever, quarter length. Quarter length. And then clock seconds, we're gonna do, and this is gonna do the max would be, what, 60? So that should take care of that error we were getting. And then the average field position, or yeah, average field position is 1, 2, 3, 4 back. I gotta fix that. That's what's cool. Is like I'll play the game and then I'll just find some bugs and then I'll fix them. So this is where I do the game stats. So I gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because 0 divided by a number, I think is undefined, right? Or is it 1? 0 divided by 20 is 0. No, but 20 divided by 0 is cannot divide by 0. So it's that one. So that's weird. So why would... Let me see. Away, home, 0, 0. Oh, that's the issue. So draw text. It's not doing anything for this, but I know why it's happening. So if so let's do if this is 0, I'll just do it here. If this equals 0, then we want this actually, this is what we want. We want if this equals 0, the denominator equals 0, we need to make sure that if this equals 0, then we're just going to say 0 for now, and then if not, then we're going to do this. So we'll do the same thing here, but this time we'll do away. That should fix that. What other issues did we have? Let's look. Nah, I'm not gonna work on that right now. Dive, then tackled, and slid forever. Well, the slide, I'm sorry, the dive. No. What the hell? Image indexes, whatever. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm gonna have to look at that some other time. All right, let's look at the let's see the customizations. You want to see that? You want to check that out? Alright, so Team Editor, you can do a whole bunch of stuff. You can change the colors of your jerseys if you want. You can change these to whatever you want. So you have plenty of customizations. I did a lot of work here. You can change anything about any team. Now the colors are preset right now to a set of swatches, but you could basically make these colors whatever you want. So it gives you some gives you the ability to do stuff like that. Like the Bills I had them as like a black top. I think their helmet was black too, but maybe I kept it red. But their top was black, and I think their bottom was like that blue color. Something like that. Maybe with some red socks. That's like a pink red. But that's the only red I got. So that's kind of like their color. And then I had like black shoes, something like that. So you can do things like that. I'm gonna discard those changes. And then you can actually look at all your players. So you have all your players here. And you can totally like change around their number. You can change, well, their position I'm not gonna mess with right now. But you can change their face mask. So there's 7 or 6 different face masks you can go with. Right? You can change their visor. Let me just make the face mask a normal one. You can change their visor to off, or you can put something on. Right? You can change the color of their face mask. You can put earrings or no earrings. You can change the earring colors. You can put gloves, no gloves, tape, open gloves. You can change the color of the gloves to whatever you want. And the hairstyle, we have, I think, 11 different hairstyles, basically. And what's cool is that you can change the hair color to whatever you want. I can give this guy blue hair if I want to. They're shaved. So see, I did a lot of work went into this because you have to layer out every single animation. So if I put this facial hair on the guy, every single animation, they're running, they're diving, they're tackling, all that stuff needs to be drawn on every layer for every single frame of that animation, for all of the animations. So you can change all of the facial hair. You can change their facial hair color if you want. And their skin tone, I mean, you can make them look like goblins if you want to. Make a white dude. And then you can change their faces, different face types. Eye color. So you could do a lot, and this stuff all sticks. Give them green eyes, and I have 2 different eyebrows right now, or no eyebrows. And then eyebrow color obviously can change. There isn't a randomization, but I've thought about that. I think I need something like that, right? I didn't do that. But, you know, it's not all done. You can change the player's name. You can change him, King Habo. I can change his speed. This really isn't all really working in the game yet. But these are attributes that I do have saving, and they're just not really being, some are being used, not all of them. And that's it. If I want to undo, I can undo the changes, and now he's back to where he was. But a random button would be nice, I agree. It's cool. Like, if I look at my starting quarterback, Bobby Valdez. Sorry. But that was, I have a full set of teams in here. I mean, I have I think like 52-man roster. So these players are all in there. I'm really only using the main starters right now, though. But you see how cool it is because everybody's random. I mean, you're typically not going to find two players that are identical in look and gear. You know, and then you also have the ability to take helmets off. So you can see the guys running around without helmets. Take the visors off. You can put hats on them. And there's a couple different hats. You can have a headband or you can have an actual hat. So it's kind of cool too. You can play without the helmets. And I actually want to make it to where when you get hit, your helmet will fly off of you sometimes. That's something I can do. Let's see, they're playing without helmets right now. Ugh. It's a different look. I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad look. So it's getting there. But let's see. But I've been on the stream for about an hour and a half now. I think I'm gonna call it a night and get some rest. I'll probably be on tomorrow at some point. So if you guys want to come by and check it out, then I'll be around. And these typically stay on Twitch for, I don't know, 10 days or so. So you can watch the replays, but once they're gone, they're gone. The helmet, yeah, the helmets can be removed. I removed them for this game, you see? But you can't like take one guy's off and one guy's on. Everybody gets them turned off or turned on. But what I want to do, I was saying, is I want to. Hey, it looks pretty cool. Like if I zoom in, the guys look awesome. You know. I think they look cool. But, oh yeah. And that might be something that's going to be like an unlockable thing for the game that you can like earn. And once you earn it, then you get the ability to turn them off. You know? I want to take a screenshot real quick of that. Like this is a good screenshot to take something like this. Like when he comes in, like something like this. It's not bad. So yeah, so I was gonna say I'm calling it a night because it's getting late. Well, yeah, man. Thanks for stopping by, Tom. You're gonna be one of the followers that come through. That you're gonna start this train, man. So tell all your friends. And we're gonna keep this thing rolling. But you can see I'm yawning, so it's time for me to go. But thanks for watching. I will catch you guys in the next stream. Do I have any changes that I made? Onward and upward, my friend. You're right. I'm gonna keep rolling. This thing ain't stopping for just because I'm, starting a new Twitch channel. This ain't stopping. This is only gonna grow. So thanks for stopping by and showing your support. I appreciate it. What did I change here? All these different changes. What's this? What is all this stuff? That's weird. I thought I checked all this stuff in before. Maybe I didn't check this in yet. What? What's it saying I changed? Okay, whatever. I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna check it in. I'm gonna need to look at this real quick in the repo because I don't know why it's sitting here telling me that there's changes. So if I go to commits, change the muted, change the play clock. Change that, okay. Change that stuff. I thought that I had already checked all this freeze frame stuff in, but maybe not. I don't know. All right, well, until next time, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. We will make sure this train keeps going, so just stick around and have a good night. Peace.